Hi there, my name is Elizabeth, and today we're going to talk about getting started with Facebook ads. As you've probably seen on your news feed and heard all over the internet, Facebook ads are everywhere. You can't scroll through your news feed on Facebook or Instagram without having them show up, and there's a reason for that. They work. This week, according to Facebook, they have 2.3 billion monthly users and 1.5 billion daily users. Y'all, that is huge. So if you're not using Facebook ads, why are you not using Facebook ads? Maybe you don't know how, or maybe you're not confident in creating them, or maybe you think that they'll just be a total waste of money. Well, I have news for you. They actually could be a waste of money if you don't use targeting, or don't take the time to know who your market, your ideal market is. In order for them to be effective, you do have to take a little bit of time up front to define what interest your target market has and what pages they follow, who they follow, etc. You'll also want to define where they live, what their life status is, which is especially important for wedding photographers. Hello, I am engaged, and when they change their status to engaged, Facebook ads gives you the ability to target your exact ideal client avatar with information that could potentially lead them to noticing your business and therefore booking you as a photographer. I started using Facebook ads a couple of years ago, and it has definitely paid for itself. I usually run a promotion or a business awareness ad 2 to 3 times a year. I run a special ad at Christmas time for family sessions in the fall, and that one has a book now button. I also run an ad between Christmas and approximately January 10th, which has a message now button. This particular ad appeals to people who just got engaged over the holidays, and as an added bonus, they're usually spending time on Facebook over the holidays because they're not at work. I also run one right after Valentine's Day because obviously Valentine's Day is a big engagement day. And lastly, I run one through the latter part of August through to about October 1st, because during this time, the senior high school students are getting back to school and starting to look at getting their graduation photos done, or at least their mothers are. So I thought I'd run through some common questions people may have when starting out with Facebook ads. Question number 1, how can I run a Facebook ad? In order to set up and run Facebook ads, there'll be a few things that you will need, and probably most of them you already have. First, you will need a Facebook business page. Obviously, if you don't already have one, you need one to run any sort of an ad. Secondly, you will need a website with a portfolio because you'll probably want to send them to your website, especially if it's an awareness campaign. However, a website is optional if your goal is just to drive them to your Facebook page. Third, a budget to do some testing with your ads. Different photos, different texts. My rule of thumb is to only spend on Facebook ads what I can make back by booking one portrait session. Fourth, you will want nice images for your ad that you're proud of. Those images can import into Canva to resize. 1200 by 628 is the recommended size by Facebook, and you can do that easily in Canva. I do not recommend text overlay onto your photo because Facebook doesn't like text on their photos, and your ad could actually get rejected or not have as good a reach. Question number 2, what do Facebook ads cost? Well, that really depends on you. You can spend as much as you like each day for as many days as you like. I really do recommend that you run an ad for at least 72 hours or 3 days at least $10 a day, so Facebook has a chance to get it into their algorithm and you can start to see if it's really working or not. You can tell if it's working by looking at the results on your Facebook Ads Manager page. It will show you the number of clicks and the number of impressions that each ad has received. Another tip is to start running your ad early in the morning so Facebook has a chance to run it when people are awake and get it into their algorithm. So hopefully you will get a few more impressions on it that way. So you will get at least 12 to 14 hours of it being active. Question number 3, what Facebook ad formats work best for photographers? This question can only be answered by testing out what works best for you. There are different formats. There's single pictures, there's carousel pictures or multiple pictures, there's videos, and there's multiple videos. And hint, hint, right now, Facebook is really loving videos and they seem to be getting a lot more views. So something you might want to think about is making a promotional video or slideshow in a software like iMovie or something similar and uploading that video into your ad. Question number 4. What is the difference between boosting a post and creating an ad in Ads Manager? Well, a boosted post is a post from your page's timeline that you can apply money to in order to boost it to an audience of your choosing. This is the simplest way to advertise on Facebook, and it may be a good way to get started. Boosted posts differ from Facebook ads because they're not created in Ads Manager and you don't have all of the same customization features. While boosting a post is still considered an ad, Facebook ads are created through Ads Manager and offer more advanced customizations. Also, an ad created in the Ads Manager does not need to appear on your page as a post. So if you were advertising something that did not quite fit into your page aesthetic, you would want to do that in Ads Manager so the post actually does not sit on your page. Question number 5, know about warm traffic versus cold traffic. Running ads on a cold audience, for instance, an audience who has never even heard your name or your business before, will likely have a lot lower rate of conversion or contacts or messages. But if you run your ad on a warm audience, for example, someone who knows someone else who likes your page or someone who has actually been on your page before, or someone who has a common interest as what your page represents, that conversion rate tends to be much higher. And this is where setting up your ad through targeting will get fun. You can select those who follow you, friends of your followers. You can even use your Facebook pixel, which is a little more advanced, to target those who may have been on your page previously over the course of the last, say, 6 months. If you don't have a Facebook pixel on your site, I recommend you get one. It's not really that difficult. There's a ton of information on Google about it, but you basically need a Google ad account and then you can create your pixel from right inside your Ads Manager and get that pixel installed on your website. So right now I'm going to actually give you a little bit of a walkthrough and share my screen with you so you can kind of see where to go to see your Ads Manager and get your Facebook pixel. Okay, so here we are on my Facebook page, and the Ads Manager, you'll see if you go to your corner drop-down box there and just select Ads Manager here, it's going to take you right into Facebook ads. So if you have an account already set up, then you will see it here. So I just click on my name. It takes me right into all of the ads that I have running. This one's active, but these ones are past ads that are now completed. But if you wanted to create a new ad, these ones wouldn't be here if you're brand new. But you select on the green button. Oh. And so if we created a new one, we would come in right into this page here. And over on the left-hand side, you'll see that there's campaign. There's 3 boxes. One says campaign, one says ad set, and one says ad. The top campaign box, that's actually the objective of your ad. So that's going to determine how your ad behaves. So, if you're driving traffic to your website, or you're doing lead generation, if you want messages, you want people just to view your video, whatever the case may be. The ad set is the meat of your ad. So that is where you define your audience or who you're targeting. It's where your ad's going to be placed. It's the budget, how long it's going to run, how much you're going to spend, and the dates and all that good stuff. And then the ad is for the actual ad itself. It's going to be how your ad looks and you know, what images you use and what text you use on your ad. So let's go ahead and select traffic for this ad. So, and you can name, I would be very specific here. So website traffic for weddings. So let's select that. And okay, so then we move down into the ad set. So this is the ad set. So we're going to name our ad set. So we're going to go weddings, weddings for 2018, say. And I'm going to put here 22 to 35, which is the age group that I'm going to target. And so as we go down, our traffic, we want it to be traffic go to our website, and we'll enter that about the destination later. But so we're going to scooch right down here to audience. So the audience, I try to stay away from custom audiences. That's a little bit more advanced. So I think we can find what we need to here under location. So it's right now it's picking up all of Canada. So I want to select New Brunswick. That's where I live. But I'm also going to select Nova Scotia because I'm willing to travel to Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island, Canada. Right, so we have those 3 places in there. And then our age group, we're going to go 22 to 35, and I'm going to select women, and we'll just leave languages blank. That's okay. And here we have detailed targeting. So this is where we put in our demographics. And you know, so what they're interested in, who they like, what they're following, you know, all that sort of stuff. So in here we're going to put weddings, and we're going to put like they may be looking for wedding photography, or they may be looking at wedding, and this is what they're searching on Google, right? So they may be searching for wedding dresses, or they may be looking for wedding decor, wedding decorations. And then we can also put in here that they are engaged. So if they have that their relationship status, it says up here, relationship status is engaged. All right. So that's it for that. And then we're going to go down a little bit farther. Placements, we're just going to leave that automatic. Schedule, this is where we put in our budget. So we're going to go $10 for our daily budget, and we're going to run our budget from today, or actually no, we're going to run it from like Wednesday, because just a little tidbit here, according to Facebook, Thursday and Friday is the highest Facebook traffic days, so we want to run this over that time if possible. So we're going to go at 8 a.m. to we're going to go March March 13th. Let's go to the 17th. That's good. And we're going to do 9:30 p.m. So for 5 days, and we will spend $45.63. And then the rest of these, I just let them default. So that's our days, that's our dollar amount that we have, and then we're going to select continue here. And then we get into what our ad looks like. So for this particular example, we're going to use a single image. And we get to upload or browse our image library here. So I already had some images uploaded. So if we select, let's just select these beautiful people. And so this is the ad that we're going to use. And If we come down here, we're going to put our text of our ad. So this is going to be so you can put as much or as little there. I usually put quite a long blurb in there, but for this example, I'm just going to put short and my website. And the headline is going to be, so if we don't fill in a headline, it's just going to pick that up from the website. So that's fine. I can do that. And in this case, we're going to use the Learn More button. But there are other buttons in here you can do. You can, you know, request a time. You can book now. That might be, you know, you can actually send them to your Calendly account if you do online bookings, and you know whatnot there. So that's good. I'm happy with Learn More. And then we go into confirm, and this is where you would confirm your ad. And what it will do is, it says it's in draft, and it will upload it, and it'll send it to Facebook for approval. So once it's approved, it'll actually become active. But this one, I don't want it to go active. I want it to turn off. That one I'm going to turn on. Oh shoot. I'm going to turn that one on because that's the one that I was running earlier. Right. And I've had 1,600. So yeah, so it's just telling me all it is that out of the $30 that I had budgeted, it's spent $1.92 there. That's the one I started just this morning, and it's already had a reach of 1,600 people, so, or a reach of 700. It's had 1,600 impressions. So anyway, so there we have created an ad, and I hope that that was helpful to you. So there you have it. There are a few tips to get you started in creating Facebook ads. But as a disclaimer, I want to just say that I am in no way a Facebook ads expert by any stretch of the imagination. So if you're interested in learning more about Facebook ads and paid traffic, I would highly encourage you to check out a great podcast called The Art of Paid Traffic by Rick Mulready. He's a Facebook ads expert, and he drops all kinds of great stuff every week on his podcast. So I hope that this video was helpful in getting you started with Facebook ads, and I will see you next week with a new video.